All right, looking at some dark skies here. This is the Jupiter camera looking northward here, and pretty dark on the Treasure Coast. Nothing here in Jupiter yet. A little bit this morning, though, that's for sure. But now everything's basically to the north, maybe spilling over a little bit there. A little bit in Jupiter Farms or so. Most of it has pushed westward. We do have another shower moving into Boca right along the coast, too. It died out once it crossed 95, but we're going to see this get a little bit more active later on this afternoon. We're seeing a lot of activity on the Treasure Coast right now. Look at Fort Pierce. Big shower, thunderstorm, some lightning strikes into that. Just east of Okeechobee, too. That's going to be coming towards you. And then, of course, Hope Sound. We've been watching this one a little bit. It dumped a bunch of rain in Heritage Ridge. Could be some flooding there, but now that's pushed westward towards 95. Lightning strikes still going, but not quite as much as before. And we have more coming ashore, South Hutchinson Island from Sailfish Point up to Stewart Beach. That's going to move into Stewart and maybe Jensen Beach, too, in the next hour or so. Fort Pierce getting drenched here all the way through Fort Pierce and Okeechobee Road, Orange, too, and then pushing westwards where those lightning strikes are. We still have the extra high tides, so we have the flood advisory for that and the rip current risk here. We're going to see a new swell build in by tomorrow and the weekend, and that may bump up the tides once again. Definitely rip current risk. Temperatures where it's raining, 70s. Where we're seeing sun, 80s, 87 degrees in West Palm right now. High temperatures, if you see more sun, you'll see the mid-80s, and we'll see some showers, thunderstorms there throughout the afternoon. Even into the evening and overnight, it doesn't really let up overnight. So the wet weather returns for the next 36 to maybe 48 hours with a lot of rain around and heavy rain, and then we'll get a cold front. Hey, our first of the season will push on in. That'll usher in some lower humidity, drier weather, so rain chances drop too. Temperatures don't drop a whole lot, but you'll be able to tell in the mornings. The mornings will be a little bit cooler. That's where you'll be able to feel it. All right, so we have to deal with the excessive rain here for Thursday and Friday. That could lead to some flooding. Then we dry out quite a bit here. Most of next week looks pretty dry. Humidity drops too. It's not a huge drop, but it is a noticeable drop going into next week. All right, Tropical Storm Jerry could become a hurricane over the weekend, and then it's going to stay out over the open ocean, but it may skirt the Leeward Islands there where they have tropical storm watches out. 7-day forecast, high temps in the mid-80s through the weekend. Rain chances high the next 2 days. Saturday, our transition day with the cold front, and then Sunday through next week. Like I said, not cold, not that much cooler, but the mornings will be in the 60s and the humidity will be lower.